Hey, we're getting a couple in there. Cold brewed coffee tonight. Let that air out for a second. I get those at Costco, the Kirkland ones. Pretty good, just black coffee. Get you all fired up. All right, and let's see who we getting in the chat. Chat-o-matic. Let's see. Got Mike Reed, Mike B, Pimware Tooney, AZ Cobra Runner. What's up? Chris Cooley, Mike B, Jeff Lundquist. The skilled veteran is in the house. Jay Broski. Oh, I should have had my damn Niner hat on. Green birds eat turds. Green birds eat turds. how's the is the volume level okay? I'll check the chat. I'm here, Dave. Huge fan. Right on. It has been a while since I've gone live. I forgot how to set all this stuff up. You guys, I should have filmed that. You guys have been laughing. Oh, it sounds good. Let's get her started. There it is. Friday night Super Tech Live with your host, NorCal Dave. So much to talk about. Oh, Eric Sanabria. Wow, super sticker. Thank you, brother. Good stuff. Oh, the volume is good tonight. All right. I'm doing better when I haven't done it in a long time, so it made me be a little more diligent. Calibrated hands. Oh yeah, check that one out. He got to diagnose before he gets to the dome, cause he's a super tech. Don't let NorCal Dave use the tin snips. It's a disaster. Yeah, he's a super tech. Oh, Eric says, thank you. I've learned a lot from watching your videos. Oh, well, thank you, Eric. Look who's in the house. Shannon Knight, H.V.A.C. Ow! We need some more Shannon Knight videos. I haven't seen a video from Shannon forever. Oh, who else is in here? Austin Klum is in the house. Isaiah Pipes. Hello, fellas. All right, it's Friday night. Did you guys all crush it this week? What's up with the NorCal gear, Dave? Dave has been lagging on NorCal gear for what? Years. Greetings from Finland. Killer Joe Finn. How you doing, Killer Joe Finn? Having some coffee? Oh, that's pretty good, pretty good. How many of you guys ordered up Craig Migliaccio's inverter book? I'm kind of a slow reader. I've only gotten that far through it. But before I got this book in the mail, I had been to the Daikin VRV training recently, and it's epic. And Norman S. right here up there in Sacramento? The training's 3 days. It's free if you can have your boss get you up there. And I was learning a ton. This book here is super nice. We never stop learning in this trade. I got a nice little forward from Craig here. I had gotten the books during COVID from Craig, had sent some out, and I was able to give one away of the regular AC books. And I had mentioned to him, dude, I go, the industry needs a mini split book. And this one, so the VRV systems are different than like these residential, like commercial style ones when you start getting into branch boxes and other things. But I'll tell you what, man, you guys get this book. I know it's expensive. It's $100, but I think it's worth every bit. I paid for this with my own money. And you'll get a good knowledge, not only on the installation, but how these things work, how each component works. Having that knowledge and what's going on with these things and how to check stuff. Like here's a little example. I'm 55 years old. I got 10 more years in this trade, and you guys know that this is where it's going. And the more we learn, the better. I think this is a great resource. I thought it'd be a good way to start the night out. I'll get back into the chat here and read your guys' comments and stuff. Craig does a really good job with all his stuff. He's probably one of my favorite YouTubers. I really like all the stuff he puts out. And oh, did you hear that? Listen to that. That's a thick book. Listen to that. Whoa, the thud. That thing had a thud. But let's see. I'm only on page 58. Been working a bunch, and I'm kind of a slow reader, which I don't mind about that. But the beginning of the book's really good. It's going over all kinds of the installation stuff. The meat of the potatoes gets further back here. We'll get into it. Gets into the electronic expansion valves, the PCB boards, all kinds of stuff of what we're getting into with these mini splits. So I think that is a great resource. If you guys get a chance, let me come back here in the chats. I got way behind. I don't get paid by Craig to promote his book. I'm just a guy that likes to learn what I'm working on. Although I will say this, that book is great. It's going to get our brains in the right spot to understand how these things work. A lot of it's still just the basics. The blower wheels get plugged up. You guys probably know that a lot. Let me ask you guys in the chat this question. Why do those things go into limp mode when that blower wheel gets plugged up? Is it the evaporator sensor that's not seeing the right readings? Or does that motor actually see what's like, hey, that I'm not spinning as fast as I should, and it puts them in the limp mode. Have you guys noticed that in AC mode? I thought I had asked that question. Where is the book available? The book is available at acservicetech.com. acservicetech.com. And if you want to see a killer YouTube channel, check out AC Service Tech's YouTube channel. It's basically, I'd honestly say it's like going to trade school for free on YouTube. It is amazing. Do I work solo or do I have employees? Mo, for NorCal, I work solo, but I have a day job at the university where I do HVAC, and I have coworkers, and it's a lot of fun. Good dudes, bunch of good dudes. Believe the evaporator temp sensor. Oh, the evap temp sensor senses the Evo getting colder than it should be. Yeah, Mike B, that is a great answer. I've noticed that I got a bunch of mini splits at the day job where the thermistor fault in the coil. Yep. And if you don't clean the blower wheel out, it goes into limp mode. You got to get the blower wheels super good and clean, move the proper airflow, get the coil clean, and the thing will come back to life and ramp up and run at full speed. Otherwise, you'll go out there and it's like it's in limp mode, like it's just barely cooling. Oops. Hey, watch that. And I've seen that a bunch. Let's see. Oh, that's right. The book is also available on Amazon as well. So it's Inverter Mini Split Operation and Service Procedures. That's correct. It is also available on Amazon, acservicetech.com. And it looks like he worked together right with Cooper Hunter, is a brand that makes mini splits. And I'll tell you what, I think that was a good deal because after you get through this book, if you decide to use the Cooper Hunter brand mini splits for your customers or for yourself, you'll have a great knowledge how to get through the systems you're selling, installing, or using for yourself, as well as a good general, because all these, everyone has like a little different thing of each one. The one thing I have noticed was it last week or the week before, I had to do a bunch of work on a Fujitsu, and I have these monster hands, big ass hands, and I had to do the circuit board, bunch of thermistors, and I also did the condenser fan motor just because of the age of the unit. And it's tedious work on those. I don't know how else to say it politely. All right, it was a son of a, yeah, it was a son of a gun. Jerry Air, good evening. But I want to learn as much about these things as I can. And then when it's actually going in there to working on it in the tight spaces like the Daikin units, it's some tedious work in there. And you really got to get your mindset into just, we're going to be here for a long time. That's how I do it. Killer Joe Finn. Let's see. I got to get back up up the comments. I'm behind. Lagging behind. I'm looking for Joe Finn. I'm looking. Greetings from Finland. Oh, fine. Fine if I don't count my ear infection. Just trying to get back to work. Lost my career as a maritime electrician because of epilepsy. Trying to be electrician, but to get a job without a driving license is a pain in the ass. Oh, Killer Joe Finn, sorry to hear that. I had a uncle that had epilepsy. He was able to get it under control with medication, but it would seem like every 8 years or so he'd have an episode. It was a bummer, man. I hope you're doing good, man. I hope everything's working out for you good, and you get a good career going there. What happened to Hack and Mow? Derek Lindsay. All right, Derek. So I had a good idea for a Hack and Mow this week, and I have to do it. So I found out an article where Harley Davidson's going to go all electric in the future. So I've already came up with a bunch of the punchlines. And yeah, Hack and Mow's got to jump on that. It's probably going to be like Hack and Mow at Sturgis 2045. And oh man, could you imagine 2045? Hey brother, hey man, you can't say brother, man. That word's been outlawed. Oh, it's coming. I'm gonna have a good time with it. I wonder what the Harley Davidson models will be called when they have to switch to all electric. Like they'll have the Soy Glide. They'll probably have the Transition, the Harley Davidson Transition. Oh, could you? It's coming. It's all coming. Oh, when I lube, all right, Killer Joe Fan. When I lube that fan, I cannot go to shut it down because all the main engines was running. Oh, you guys are chatting up there about maritime stuff. Cool. Little cool here tonight. 40 degrees for Joe Share. Oh, and that's over in Florida. 40. What are we had gotten pummeled by this winter, which is great because it's filling up all the reservoirs for California. Snowpack's almost 400 inches up where I go snowboarding, which is amazing. And it was in the 60s today here. I had Florida weather today. Next week it's supposed to get chilly again, but right now it's looking pretty good. The Dino. Oh, for the Harley names, the Dino. They'll probably give Greta one in 2045 when they turn all electric. Greta Thornburg will probably be the uh, master of ceremonies at Sturgis. I shouldn't be here. Oh, wait, it's electric. Have you guys seen that meme where she wants her electric car, and then it's the poor little kids in Africa digging out that cobalt, going, Greta, we're going as fast as we can. Oh, it's terrible. Florida weather, 44 today. Wow. Are you guys having a mad scramble on the no heat calls? I was on call at the day job like 2 weeks ago and it was all hitting hard and cold. I had over 100 calls that week up at the university in a week. Over 100 service calls. That was stupid. That's probably why I haven't been making videos for NorCal. But I thought tonight we'd do a live stream. I went and did a little side job after work, and then I came and plugged all the gear in. I got the computer set up here so I could read the chat. The Apple guys could probably tell me how to make the chat bigger. I bet you there's a way you can make it bigger. Well, to pop out chat, feedback. Oh, I don't know how to make this. Oh, I just made the screen bigger. Oh, all you got to do is like spread your fingers on the trackpad, and I just made the chat monster size. Hey, now maybe we could do that with something else. Far out. Ice machines issues this week for Jerry Air. The Oh yeah, let's see what Killer Joe Finn says. Yep, Dave, maritime stuff. My biggest memory from my maritime career was that when Warcelia main engine blew a piston out of the engine from the sidewalk. Piston is almost as large as a small car. Oh, that probably made you crap your pants. It's been slow outside of Philly, unusually warm for January. Yeah, I think for kickoff for Niners Eagles is going to be what they're saying, close to 50 degrees. That should be pretty good. Um, win or lose, I hope it's a good old dog fight. If you're gonna, watch TV for 3 hours, let's hope it's a good one, not a stinker. Um, what else? Oh yeah, my coworker's been installing those Oxbox furnaces. Brian's just been getting just squirrely to purchase out here. You got to be like a team member and with the wholesale house that's doing it and all this funny stuff. So you can get a little 80% ox box. I think it's about $800 with tax now out here. For like a little 3 ton. And I think the Bryants, they want $1,100 for the Bryants. And that's like the two big wholesale houses in town. Um, I heard of a good, I don't know if I could, is if it's correct to call it a scam or you guys tell me what it would be called. So my coworker's telling me this story. He's like, hey, I had to go out for this no heat call. So the guy was kind of disturbed. Another company went out there. He goes, I just wanted my furnaces checked. I haven't had them checked in a few years. Everything's running, working good. Um, yeah. And so he gets out to this place, these really nice houses out by a golf course. It's like super high end, big stuff, right? So he gets there, nothing's working. He's all, yeah, well, the guy said he came in the house and smelled something and put some kind of electric meter over there and it made a beep and told me that's it. My furnaces are done. I have to replace the system and you can't replace them with gas furnaces anymore. You got to get electric heat pump and we have them in stock. It'll be $34,000 and we can start tomorrow. So my buddy's out there and here's the story. He goes, let me go under the house and take a look. So he goes under there. He goes, the guy trampled through all the ductwork under the house and cut the R wire for the thermostat at the furnace. So he takes it apart and takes a look, and the heat exchanger looks fine. Hooks the R wire back up, fires off the heater, does a super sketch patch job on the ductwork, which he's going to have to go back and replace the ductwork now. And nothing wrong with the furnaces. And it's those big box truck companies where they're paying the mechanics on commission. And he just couldn't believe it. Yeah, 34 grand. We can start tomorrow. And I don't know if that's a mechanic. That's if he's doing that because he's getting paid on commission. I mean, as much as I loved all my bosses all the years, and I had some good ones. I love the shops I worked at, the owners. They were always small shops, even it was a union shop too, and I didn't love them that much to, to bone the customer for a big O install, even when we were slow and I had to scrub the toilet. I wasn't selling units. I just don't get it. But yeah, that was a good story from this week. Oh, John Catwell had freezer issues this week. Bro, how do you work so hard? Steve H. It's not hard, man. I got to do it. I got one. So I got one. The daughter, I got her through college. She got through college debt free, thank God. And she just got a killer new job. And she's been working since she graduated. She had a good job right out of college. She went to Johns Hopkins. And she's starting up a new one, which is really, really good. and the son is a sophomore in college, so I got to work hard for at least probably 2 or 3 more years, because I figure I got to do the 2 more years that the kids got left. I'm going to help them get through school, because my parents didn't help me do stuff when I was a young man. I brought them into this world. I might as well help them out if I have the ability to. So that's why I do that. And I'll probably go another year after the kids out of school, because I probably got to throw a roof on the house, probably change the furnace out, the water heater, get that stuff squared away, and then I'll just go down to one job. I'll be like a one jobber. Oh, and I'll probably still tinker with YouTube. Why not? I have fun with YouTube. I don't make a lot of money at it, but I have a lot of fun with it. Um, and it's only me having fun with it, because none of you guys watch my motorcycle videos, because I can see the views. If I put a refrigeration video up there, hey, I could get between 1,000 and 6,000 views on a refrigeration video. Motorcycle video dorking around, I could get 200 views, maybe 350 views. But I enjoy it, and then it's like a little library where I don't have to use a hard drive. It's on YouTube. So the guys come over and we're messing with the bikes or whatever. We go look at our old rides or look at a ride. Oh yeah, let's check it out. Put it on the TV. Blah blah blah. So if you guys ever wondered why I put that on there, honestly, that's probably the reason why. H.V.A.C. our ice cream guy. You're not that late. We only just started. We were talking about Craig Migliacio's inverter mini split operations and service procedure book that you can get on Amazon or from acservicetech.com. I think it's 99 bucks. I paid for this one myself. Tons of information in there. I'm a slow reader. Oh, where'd my bookmark go? Oh, don't lose that, bro. Page 58. Of course I dropped it. Yep. I dropped the bookmark, bro, but I got a spare. I'm only on page 58. But I can tell you what I've got through just page 58. It's really, really, really good stuff. I've been working on a ton of boilers at the day job, because it actually got cold out here this winter. We had a couple good cold snaps. All that rain. Biden came out. It's funny. So if Biden ever tells you about being green, he flew in with 2 helicopters and then 3 of those Ospreys for security. I wonder how much fuel that burned up. They're burning up a ton of fuel. My wife won those books you gave away a few years ago. Oh, right on, dude. Hey, HVAC ice cream guide. Craig's books are killer, huh? The way they're laid out, the print's big. Like if you're like me, I make no bones about it. I'm a slow reader. Look how big the print is. The print's huge. The pictures are good. The print's big. It just makes it easy to work with. And it's not cheap. It's not cheaply made. I mean, you could take this thing out in the field with you, keep it on the work truck, whatever, read it at lunchtime. Look, do you guys know how to test the reactor? Let's go over this together real quick. I've never read this article, but I've seen these in the units. The reactor. In your mini split is a reactor. Let's read about how to test a reactor. That's the reactor. I'll just read it off real quick. See how you guys can see how slow I read. A reactor rarely fails, as it is made with heavy gauge wire and doesn't produce much heat as a side effect. To test if a reactor is intact, set the system on standby mode, turn the power off to the system. Wait for a few minutes to allow the capacitors in the IPM to drain naturally of electrical power before disconnecting the wires connected to the reactor. Note which color wire is attached to each IPM terminal. There are typically 2 different colored wires extending from the reactor. Disconnect the wires from the IPM. Measure the electrical resistance in ohms. A measurement of OL means the reactor wire is melted apart and the circuit is open. Any measurement other than 0.0 ohms, see figure 14-45, or 0.1 ohm may mean that the reactor is bad. If the reactor Did I read that right? May mean that the reactor is bad. If the reactor is determined to be good, reconnect the wiring in the same manner as it was. Make sure to follow manufacturer's specifications. So, yep. Pretty much. Pretty simple. But, oh yeah. Louver motor testing and the ohms readings. That's pretty good. But I thought I'd give the book a shout out. I'm pretty stoked on it. Got to grab one of those real soon, Mr. Rebuilt. Yeah. I never quit learning in this trade. Everything's changing and getting better. Hey Dave, I have an issue with my UEI 429B. The amp clamp raises amps after powered up for a minute. You ever heard of this? Nope. But UEI usually has pretty good warranty. I think it's 2 years on that meter. See if you could send it back to them or reach out to them and see if they'll take it back for repair, or if they'll send you out a freshie. It's worth a try. But I've never seen that happen. Replaced QY 2003 this week. I gotta catch up on the chat. I'm way behind. The review of the vacuum is real good. Everything is getting better, but build quality. The great jelly donuts in the house. What's up, bro? You're right. Everything's getting better, but the build quality. Nothing lasts. I've been crying about it a lot lately. I'm not gonna lie. It's just getting so disheartening sometimes. You change out an evaporator coil, and I did one that only lasted 2 years in a walk-in box. Heatcraft. Yep. Bones made by Heatcraft. Boney Maroney. It's terrible. If it's under warranty, vendor normally will warranty it. That's true. Build quality is now a joke. Zach Cody. That is correct. It's terrible. I just I just replaced. Have you guys replaced any evaporator coolers lately? A little heads up is you can get evaporator coolers cheaper at Home Depot than you can from your wholesale house. And man, they're paper thin. It's kind of sad. I've seen a lot of Daikin 3.5 watt evap coils leak after a year. Yep. I absolutely hate mini splits. HVACR SoCal. Have you tried stainless steel coils? There's really not stainless steel coils that are like readily available. I'm sure you could probably get them out here if the customer was willing to pay the price, but we just go with what they have at the wholesale house and hack and mow. Just blow and go. Just replace a Carrel EEV. That's like 2 years old and was already leaking. Oh, the electronic expansion valves. A lot of people like the Carrel temperature controls too. Home Depot will sell evaporator coolers. I think we just priced one out. So Slicky Brothers wanted $1,100 with a 3rd horsepower motor. And I got the whole thing from Home Depot for like $700 with the motor. I need to start making coolers with R12 grade coils and fill them with R290 for energy efficiency. Quality control is no longer a position. Nope. I replaced a R12 walk-in cooler from 1986 around the first of the year. That thing was a tank. Yeah, the old stuff was great. Whatever happened to Hack and Mow? Hack and Mow are gonna come back. I just got to get some time. I was talking earlier in the video about an idea I have for a Hack and Mow episode. Dix L controls. I've had really good luck with the Dwyer Love controls. I do have a video on the channel about those. You can get them for about $50. There's a gazillion different models. You got to be real careful when you order them, and I can't think of the model number. Maybe the ST1. They have different ones with you can get 2 outputs, 4 outputs, 1 output, different configurations, different recipes. Oh yeah, I see Joe's in here, Michigan heating guy. I got to talk about that story, Joe, for everybody. That's good. Thanks for reminding me that. How are you doing, man? Uh, Joe is the master of doing the heat exchangers. You guys got to check out his YouTube channel, Michigan heating guy. Joe's the best. Um, I had called Joe the other night. I was out on a furnace that was kicking my ass. Like, I'll give Joe a call real quick, see if he's got any ideas. He had a lot of good ideas. And Joe ran into a R12 cooler today. Oh, nice. I still work on R12 coolers and freezer. It's at a local school system. They fix, not replace. Yeah, that's how we were taught. Um, I was a huge fan of the R409A, the R12 replacement. That refrigerant worked really well. Joe loves doing water heaters, Keith. All right. So maybe was it last week, Joe, or the week before? I can't remember. So I got this call for a heater way out in the mountains. It was storming. I went out there, cold as hell, way the hell out there. Roads are destroyed. I had to take all these back roads to get out there. Anyways, long story short, the furnace would not rectify flame. So inducer would come on, pressure switch would make, hot surface igniter would glow, we'd get main burn, flame would go out. So I was like, all right, I'll go through all my tricks of the trade. Check the flame sensor. I got good microamps. I think I had like six to 9 microamps off this thing and shined it up. There was some rust around the burner compartment. I took the burners out, had my wire wheel, shined up everything. All right. I even had my jumper wire for ground, trying every trick in the book. I can't figure this crap out. And I had a spare board on the truck. Yep. The whole NorCal day was in parts changer mode. Well, shit, got to be the board. Grab a board off the truck. Swap the board out. Same freaking thing. It's like, whoa, this is really head scratcher here. What the hell's going on? Now, it's been raining so much. Furnace is under the house. The house is on the side of a mountain. It's damp as hell under this house. And I noticed when I had taken all the wires off the board, they were all damp. And I had reached out, talked to Joe, giggling a little bit. Yeah, check this, check that, da-da-da-da-da. Hey, as old as that furnace is, check the heat exchanger. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, I got to do the Joe and check the heat exchanger. It was still good. The heat exchanger was still fine. And then went and got some rags, dried off all the wires. Noticed the thermostat wire felt damp too. The one thing I didn't click in my brain was it had that stupid ass Nest thermostat, right? Without the common wire hooked up. He's short a wire, and Nest is selling those damn thermostats where they are letting the customers go, hey, you don't have to run a common wire if you don't have one anymore. We got it to work. So I put the old board back in because I'm going, well, the board's not the problem. This guy doesn't need a circuit board. I'll put the good one back on my truck, put his old board back in. And I go, you know what? Why don't I just jumper R to W at the circuit board without the thermostat wires on there? He also had a condensing unit on there for air conditioning. So I had the 2 wires for the air conditioner, 4 wires for the heater, air conditioner for the thermostat. Took him off the board, jumpered R to W. Boom, voila. I got main flame burning. It's like, shit, I'm going to let this run for a while, heat the guy's house up. Let it run, get the house nice and warm. And then because I really didn't take a look at that stupid Nest thermostat. I had just walked right past it, right? The customer was going, I'll put it in heat mode. Okay, great, put your thermostat in heat mode. I'm just thinking he has a regular thermostat. So now my brain's going, oh, maybe, thermostat wires are too damp, so it's grounding it out and it can't rectify flame, and maybe it's the stupid ass air conditioner wires. Well, I don't know what happened in that meantime. Maybe the wires were so wet from outside. I left the condenser wires off, hooked the thermostat wires back in, ran it through another cycle, the thing fired off, starts working. I'm just like, shit. Never seen this in my life. And I'm just sitting there going, hey, dude, maybe it's something with your air conditioners grounding out. I don't know. And there's water coming under the house from the side of the mountain because we've had so much rain. It's just so damp under there. So the guy's stoked. The house is getting warm. And I'm honest with the guy. I go, bro, I don't know what's going on. All I know is it's working right now. I go, we can come back out on Saturday and tinker some more and look at stuff and try and figure out what's going on, whatever. So I get home and about 11 o'clock, he calls me. Oh, man, it went out again. Shit, really? All right, we'll come scope it out some more. And he goes, and then he tells me, oh, yeah, I've done everything. I rebooted the Nest. I'm all, oh, you got the Nest thermostat? And he's all, yeah. So I went online and did some reading, and the stupid Nest thermostat without a common wire. Dude, you could read paragraph after paragraph how those things puke out. And I told the guy, I think it's your thermostat's causing problems by not having the common wire. And I talked him through it. I go, pull that thing off the wall, connect the red wire to the white wire, let me know if it fires off. And he does it, and it works. And it was the Nest. It was the stupid-ass Nest thermostat, Joe, without the common. So we had to go run a new wire, hook up the common wire, and now his heater's working again. And I think it might have something to do with how wet it was under the house, the moisture or something. But there's article after article about how a Nest thermostat without the common wire just wreaks havoc on furnaces and transformers and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you guys have probably seen that too, I'm sure. No, the fan relay on the board was good. The board's still in there. It's still working now that we got the problem resolved. Although it hasn't been raining either. So that was the last night of the storms, and then it hasn't rained since. NorCal, the only HVACR technician who doesn't love Nest thermostats. Yeah, right. Yep, Mike B got it. Common wire. Nests are junk. Bonjour, Franco. You are my guy. There it is. And then right under that, Michigan heating guy. Nest stats suck. They do, man. I have the Ecobee in my house, and it works. It actually has been really good. But I do have the common wire hooked up to it too. What is your best memory from a job when you had to be quick as possible? My one was one prep table condenser evaporator. That's one unit, and food time was coming. Oh, you had to swap out a whole unit. Satire is dead. How much do you all charge for R20? I haven't used R22 in years. I'm just being honest. I chose not to use it. Let's see. Killer Joe Finn. Just that moment when I got the unit changed was time to get some food. Ship staff. Food prep table cooler. After food, little break. Collected all the tools from the kitchen. I often steal the fan wire G for a common if available. I get that because it'll bring the fan on and heating or cooling. I totally get that. I wanted to get cool milk, no prep table. Don't know how much they charge for it. Hey Dave, long time listener, first time caller, Edward. Hey Edward. What's happening? I appreciate how your channel is genuine and you enjoy it and you have fun. Unique to a lot of other channels. Keep being you, man. Well, thank you. Yeah, I never did the channel for like all this other stuff. I've been having a lot of fun at the beginning of my videos lately going, today's video brought to you by Who Gives a? Oh, That's my funnest one. I love doing that. Felipe came up with that. We were chatting on the phone, and he's all, yeah. Somehow we came up with that together. Oh, oh my God. Yes, I had a Nest, the auto body shop replaced board, and a few other parts. Ended up being an old Nest without the common wire. YouTube Pro. Yep, the Nest thermostat, man. I couldn't believe how many articles are online about the damn Nest without a common wire, how much trouble it causes. Um, where's anti do it yourself when you need someone to complain about Nest thermostats? Oh, he doesn't like those either, huh? I don't trust Nest products either. My friend has a Google Nest camera filming his garage door. The camera sends data to Google 1 megabits a second, even if there is no cloud service. Wow. Someone needs to get Steve Labs on a line. Here, mama. He's too busy delivering Wonder Bread in his new bread truck. He can't come on the live stream. He's got to deliver Wonder Bread. The kids need peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Just use a ground wire to the chassis for a common wire. I guess. Oh, voluntary bugging your own home. Oh, with all that Google stuff. Hey, how many of you guys watch Salty Cracker on YouTube? That guy, he's a comedian and he's funny as hell. And he was making fun today of the 12,000 workers that got laid off at Google. Now, mind you, anytime someone gets laid off, I'm not going to make fun about it, but I'll watch somebody else make fun about it. And he has a super hilarious video up today from it. And I couldn't stop laughing. It was funny as shit. Oh, but I did the math on it. So if Google was paying those workers $140,000 a year, and they laid off 12,000 workers, they just saved $1.6 billion. So yeah, I don't think Google's a bunch of communists. That's a big time capitalist move. Dave, R22, my car is still R12, 1991 GMC Vandura G2500 conversion van. Stills blows ice freaking cold. My late grandmother bought it brand new. Now it's mine. Yeah, my Chevy Astro van, I put the 451A in there. The 134 replacement, it's still working. I did it just to try it. That refrigerant is it'll come shipped in some of the new Charleston units where they're not using propane, but they're using the 451A. And I got burned by that stuff. I thought I was going to get away from 134A. There's a cost difference, right? And I tried to use it on a few of the commercial glycol chillers, process chillers. It, it that refrigerant is not doing the BTUs that 134A does for like a glycol chiller application. And it was cool. I went back and fixed it. I figured it out. I had put it in there going, all right, man, everything looks good. It just couldn't keep up. Well, and what was the other one I burned myself on? Oh, I tried to get away from buying 404A. I think I've talked to you guys about this, right? Because I'm using 448A on everything. Ice makers. Got to have it for the ice machines. You put 448A in a 404A ice maker, and it's not happy, it'll flood back. I had to try it. I tried it on an older Hoshizaki. I had to try it just for like shits and giggles. Mr. Green, thoughts on union job? Yeah, I worked union 10 years. Sheet metal workers, local 104. Big time fan of union. And I'm in a secretary's union up at my day job at the university, even though I'm an HVAC mechanic. So yeah, unions are good. It's a great way to work and live, in my opinion. Everybody needs to do their own thing. You know, trade unions are different than public works unions and things like that. And I can sometimes understand why some people get upset with like the public works unions, but the trade unions, your boss still has to turn a profit. So it's not like you're milking the government or milking taxpayers or anything like that. Because if the shop doesn't make a profit, you're out of business, you're gone. So yeah, if you could be in the trades, be in the union, I think it's a great deal. That's just me. Hope I'm not pissing anybody off, but Yeah, I'm a big time union guy. And I'm cool if you don't work union. If you work for a shop that takes good care of you and it's not union, that's fine too. I got a free true drink cooler. Works great. All it needed was a fan motor and evap coil. Perfect. I could get so much used refrigeration equipment people just want to give me. I got nowhere to put it. If I had a big old shop, I'd probably be repairing stuff and then selling it used, but I don't have anywhere to put it. Oh, Mr. Green's trying to get in. Yeah, it was red hot there for a while, and there was even ads on the radio for union workers in the Bay Area. But dude, I think it's getting pretty slow out there now. And I think a lot of the install guys are pretty sure, not sure union shops in Florida. I thought isn't oh come on dude, super good mechanic. I thought he worked union in Florida. Oh, come on. How could I have a brain fart right now, dude? It's one of my favorite dudes on YouTube's. Oh, come on, Dave. Oh, who's in Florida? Florida. Eric M. Isn't Eric M union? That guy is top notch mechanic, dude. That guy's a real super tech. I thought that guy was working union. But there's shops that'll pay union wages and stuff. He's thinking Brian Orr. Yeah, Eric M. and Brian Orrs. Been in local 39 station engineers for 7 months now. After 10 years, residential non-union. Wouldn't go back unless I worked for myself. But there's definitely good non-union work in the Bay Area. Potential HVAC. Yeah. I'm kind of like a station engineer at the university, but we're still kind of mobile. We got to go through all the skyscrapers, all the dorms, all the science buildings. It's a great freaking job. Speaking of Florida, I am just south of Orlando. All right. Bonjour Franco's all laugh out loud, real super tech. Oh yeah, Eric M's the real deal. What up, NorCal Dave? Hello from Bakersfield. All right, Bakersfield. That's where my belt broke on the Harley. Did you guys ever hear the song I wrote about that? I was heading out to Kernville camp out, and the belt broke on the Harley Davidson, and I had to stay the night in. There it is. I had to stay the night in Bakersfield. A little story.
I'll tell you a little story about a motorcycle trip.
Oh yeah, true story. Oh yeah, Ulysses is a great mechanic too. Yep. And when your belt breaks on a Harley Davidson, party's over. You have to take the outer primary, the clutch out, compensator out, inner primary all have to come off.
Heading out to Kernville camp out.
I was.
Gonna have a real good time. Me and the boys gonna get fucked up. Yeah, we gonna do it right. Out past Paso Robles on my way to Bakersfield.
I was just getting. I was on the Stockdale Highway.
Blue, but here's the deal. Broken belt to Titus.
I like the backup singers. They're all call the tow truck. Here, listen to these girls sing.
Broken belt to Titus. Call the tow truck.
All right, it was just me pretending to be a girl singer.
Call the tow truck. All broken belt to Titus. Call the tow truck.
Yeah, dude. Oh, NorCal's greatest hits. I had to get a hotel room and then rent a U-Haul. Oh my god. North Bay Sonoma in the house. John Cantwell. Oxnard Shores 805. Like that song. He's cracking up laughing. Yeah, the freaking belt broke. It was cool though because the belt broke and I switched over to a chain drive. And is this song with your duet with John Israel? No, I don't sing with Israel. You need to do a Michigan heating guy song. Oh, the Joe song. Maybe I'll do Sunday at 3:00. I might be singing the blues. Who knows? We'll find out. But Yeah, so it was rad. Instead of going to Kernville campout, I came back home, brought the bike, dropped it off so the boys could put a chain drive on it, and my phone blew up. And I had a shit ton of calls, and I made a bunch of money, paid for the repair of the bike plus extra. It's weird how that happens when things like that go down. It's crazy. Oh, Keith N needs to hear my newest song. This is my brand new song. Do a song with Dizzy Dallas. I'd love to. Keith N, here's the newest NorCal refrigeration song. Let me clear my throat. Green birds eat turds. Green birds eat turds. That's my newest song. Oh, yeah. Green birds eat turds. Oh, so funny. I'm on my third string quarterback. My man Jimmy G's done. He'll probably be on the Jets next year. That'll be good for him. Yeah. And, yeah, the old Nest thermostat put the slap to me. What else you guys work on this week? I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, I did a couple pump seals. The usual week for me is like pump seals, motor changeouts, bearings on big motor changeouts, boiler repairs. Yeah, we had another boiler, blew some tubes. We don't do the retubing in house. We sub that out. So that's always fun. My favorite NorCal song is Super Tech. Yeah, we played that at the beginning. That was good. I still like the YouTube Police song. I always thought that one was funny as it gets. You know, when the YouTube police your ass because you didn't purge your nitrogen, or you didn't have your micron gauge out on video. Oh, EcoBoard issues. I don't work on Scotsman. There's not too many Scotsmans out here. Let me turn that down. It's all Hoshizaki and Manitowoc up here. That's the two dominant wholesale houses. Oh yeah, the Follett. The Follett ice makers are good. The Follett Charleston reach around for Mike Stevens. Pull it over. H.V.A.C. YouTube police. I was killing the bass on this one. Juanito Vasquez says the whiners are going down. Green birds eat turds. YouTube police. Man, they got my boy OC. Does True make OEM motors anymore? And they got Steve Labs. Oh, no way, Chris Cooley. You're in the land of Atosas. Atosa ice machines and coolers all day long. Yep, the Atosa reach-ins have made a major impact in my area, and I have worked on a couple of their ice makers. And yeah, it's always the water fill level probe and the harvest probe. Go sideways on those. QRC sensor causing EEV to stay open from wrong reading. Oh yeah, dude, how many cents? So check this out. Here's another one I had this week. I just remembered. Oh man, how could I forget? Had a Daikin VRV3, and it's got 4 heads, so it's a 4-header, and they all go through this it's a four-story or 5-story? 5-story building. 5-story building. Each floor has a server room. And it's all on BMS, so you get a high temperature alarm, and then they dispatch you out. All right, boom, room's overheated, server room's overheated. All right, let's go. Unit's just sitting there dead. Of course, it throws a code, so it's easy. It's an easy fix. So it's got, I think it was a code J5 or J6 on the Daikin, and it was the suction compressor suction temperature sensor had failed. So if you get any of those compressor sensors fails on those Daikin units, or even on a lot of these mini splits, like the compressor discharge sensor, suction sensor, the outdoor unit's not going to run. It's just going to sit there. And if if you're lucky enough to have the units that throw the codes, if you have the smart stats and they throw you a code, it's easy to look the codes up and find out what's wrong. If not, you can go through there and scratch your head. And I'm trying to get my own little program together where I just go to the PCB board and then ohm out every sensor. And then go to the indoor, do the same, and then you can eliminate all your sensors from if you get used to doing that as a check. But yeah, I was just sitting there parked. And it was the stupid sensor. And then the sensor on those Daikins, it comes in a spider. So you get all 5 sensors. You have to take the whole damn thing apart. I'm sure you guys have done that, right? Lid comes off, all the sides, and all the wires go to one connector that plugs into the board. So you got to do all the sensors, which is actually good because then you're not just changing one sensor out, you're changing all the sensors. It's time consuming. I'll get used to it as I keep doing these as time goes on. It's just readapting to a new way of doing things because our regular air conditioning that we work on is so easy to work on and so great. This is just a new way and adjusting to doing it. The HVAC overtime show is in a bit. You should go on, bro. That would be epic. I'm not super techie to getting into stuff. I wish I knew how to bring up screenshots and stuff for you guys. We'd have some really good comedy going. Server rooms, my field of work right there. Oh yeah. Why am I just seeing this live? Watching from Bahamas. Love your content. Oh, it's live right now. Level up. We are live and direct. Pluggo Buggo Coilotitis Rubberduski should be in the HVAC dictionary. Yeah, dude. Those are the ones right there. I had some good Pluggo Buggo after work today. I might have did I put it on? I put it on Instagram. They just bullshit half the time, Dave. Oh yeah. Nah, I don't warranty. I think Chris Cooley's saying I don't do warranty work. I don't do any more warranty work through NorCal. I used to do Manitowoc, Hoshizaki, True. I might still do a little bit of True because they're easy to deal with. They're actually really good. All right, I'll still do True. The rest of them can go hike. They can go hike. Yeah, it's dude, in the old days when I got in the trade, the warranty work was so good. You could fill out your claim form, they'd get your wages, send you out the parts, you'd send them the part back. Check would be in the mail. It was really, really good. Multiple offender deluxe. It was really, really good. Nowadays, you buy the replacement part, and then if they feel like it, they'll reimburse your credit card, and then they'll knock down your labor rate or tell you how much time you get to do the repair. It's a trip. And there's so many factors now, travel time, gasoline. It's tough. That's a tough deal, man. That is a tough deal. Let's see, catch up on the Chad Aruski. Word is no one else is doing warranties either. Mike Reed. Yeah. Well, I mean, the companies kind of done it to themselves, you know. You would have really, really good companies doing warranty work for these manufacturers, and it was a good system. Now, who wants to do warranty work for anybody? Seriously. What's your favorite ice machine manufacturer, Dave? From Junior Ramirez. I like Hoshisaki's. I'm a Hoshisaki fanboy. And if I had a restaurant, I'd have Hoshisaki's. If I had a restaurant or a bar, that's what I'd have. Oh, yeah. Joe's right. And they would pay you in 90 to 120 days later. That's so true. Yep. I'm a Hoshisaki fanboy. Guilty as charged. When in the 80s, the late 80s, I really liked the Manitowoc's. And I used to have to fix those stupid ass cold draft ice makers, tape your nickel on the float, tape a couple nickels on the float. Sometimes take a quarter and a nickel on the float switch. Remember those days? I bet some of you guys remember those. The old cold draft. Now Hoshisaki makes a version of the cold draft. I've been working on those lately too. I'm not sure how I feel about those. The springs still break, just like a cold draft, broken springs. You know the ones I'm talking about where the jaws go kink, 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 and the water spraying up. Oh, yeah, those would be the Friday night specials. We used to take care of all these Lions restaurants. I think they went out of business. And they had like a service contract, so they would call you at midnight, 2 in the morning, whatever. Ice maker's broken. You got to come out here. You're under contract. Dur, 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 dur. Yeah, okay. And go play cold draft all night. Oh, Mike Reed's right. The spring stretch. Just installed a KMS 1402 remote. Great machine. Lead mining. Yeah, they are great machines. Do you, do you include the nickels on your repair bill? From Killer Joe Finn. I don't think we did, dude. I think we just reached in our pockets and taped them on there. You know, you were working for your boss, so I was just like, yeah, I got to get this thing working, and that was the trick. Uh, Red Lions. We still got one on the Oregon coast. Is that what they call them up there? Is that Cody? Red Lions? Here it was just Lions Restaurant, and I think they turned them all into Black Bear Diner now. Nickel with a markup. Yeah, you got to put a markup on your nickel. Get 8 cents for it. Nobody wants to do warranty work. Lots of 3-year-old equipment for discount prices. I noticed that with those Atosa reach-ins and stuff, people are just. I had a customer tell me if he could get 5 years out of it, he's happy with it, and they'll throw it away to the landfill. That just blows my mind. It's like, isn't the planet gonna? And I'm not a big old hippie, but come on, aren't we gonna run out of raw materials at some point if all this shit's just going straight to the landfill? Seriously. I mean, shit. Maybe I could hang out with Greta on that one. Me and Greta. Greta comes on NorCal Dave Super Tech Live. Hey Greta, what are we gonna do with all this shitty equipment going in the landfill? And I could tell Greta, I shouldn't be here. I should be on a service call across the ocean. All right, Mo Services Black Bear's Diners. All right. Oh no, it's a hotel that's super cheap and super annoying. Have a leak on a Hoshizaki, can't find it to save my life. Hmm. Let's see. I would have try by the if it's got the try the compressor where the suction line comes back to the compressor, see if it's all rusted out and weeping a little bit. Oh, the springs are back ordered on those Hoshizakis too. Oh, great. I seen something on Reddit about the ozone healing. I bet it has. And then they're going to take credit for it. See, we did it. We fixed the ozone because we got rid of TikTok videos of Greta are just wrong. Poor little Greta. I don't think she's little anymore. I think she's a grown up now. Atosa is making so many units for all these off-brand companies. I lost count at 14. Wow. I'm going to go work on some off-brand freezer tomorrow. I got to change out a drain line heater. And I asked the customer if they could turn it off tonight, empty it, and she told me no. And I go, well, it's going to get real expensive tomorrow when I'm unloading your freezer and defrosting all of it. I go, do you have anywheres to put your stuff? And she's all, no. I'm all, well, put it in the walk-in box. It'll go from frozen to cold, but it'll still be good. She could sell it. She's still got scrunchy face. Neil C. Vids. I heard she has Asperger's, dude. My wife got all mad at me. Check it out. Me and my homeboy were cracking jokes on her when she was all hot and heavy, in the news. And then my wife cracked my balls and she's all, hey, dude, that's not funny. That chick's got Asperger's. And we didn't know. We were just like, oh, shit. I didn't know she was all screwed up, dude. Oh, man. Hoshisaki's leak at the hot gas valve solenoids. That's true. Even the piping going to the evaporator. Yep. Oh, man. What's everybody got going on for work next week? What's the big um what's on the docket for next week's work orders? Those save environment hippies once Greenpeace did they intruded Joe Finn's ship. One hippie locked herself inside our crane. We locked her in the crane from the outside. We just shut off the electric and the heat. Froze her ass in there. That's good. We've had the hippies get in the trees at work. Or can I say guns in Cali? Yeah, dude, you can buy guns. You can even still buy ARs here. They're all California ARs. But if you go to the gun shop in Sacramento, they have ARs on the shelf. The California ones, fixed magazine, so you got to break it in half every time to load it, and you just sign up for it. You got to wait 2 weeks to get it to clear your background check, and you probably go on some crazy data list. A bunch of ice. Oh, all right. Jerry Ayer's got a bunch of ice machine PMs next week. That's fun. H.V.A.C. SoCal is Rams all day. My sister's a big Rams fan. Hey, you got the Super Bowl last year. That was good. I work on a lot of slushy machines. Oh, dude. I remember working on the Taylor machines back in the day, but I haven't done that in years. Brother Dave, what's up? Dave K. Dave K. Dave K. wants to hear the newest NorCal song. Are you ready, Dave K? We broke this out earlier. Let me clear my throat, because I know Dave K's out there by Philly. Green birds eat turds. Green birds eat turds. Green birds eat turds. Brother Dave Tour. Niners are in my backyard. My birds and your birds are going to be a good game. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. I just hope it's a good one. I don't want to watch a stinker for 3 hours. I hope it's a close game. What you all charge to clean a Hoshizaki? It depends. The trick with Hoshizakis is you got to rip them all apart, and you got to scrub them good and deep. And I've spent 3 hours cleaning a Hoshizaki before, probably longer. And I think the only way to do a Hoshizaki is T&M, time and materials, and just let the customer knows what's up. Sometimes I like to drag a garden hose in there if it's applicable, and wash the crap out of it. Sometimes you got to try and de-lime those things because they get so filthy. That is the one thing with Hoshizakis. They will get rotten because they'll make ice while they're dirty, and then the customer's never going to call you to clean it until it quits making ice. Yep, Jerry Air, 5 hours. Yep, no problem with that. Not at all. So yeah, to clean a Hoshizaki is very expensive, for sure. I'm in Canada. Our PM, Prime Minister, thinks shotgun can kill 50 people. Interesting. Yep, I could see 5 hours on a Hoshizaki, no problem. I don't think I'd ever bid a ice maker cleaning on a Hoshizaki because you just don't know what you're going to get into. And they could get ready to grease them street poles, Philly. Do you use UV water filters for ice making drinking water dispensers? I've seen where you can get the UV filters to put in your ice maker to keep, the buildup down. Uh, I haven't seen them out there, but I'm sure for like in bars and stuff, that'd be great. I change water filters every time I do a cleaning. Yep, I think that's a good plan right there. Throw an ice wand in a water tray will save you time. Yeah, it gets pretty bad, and the company I work for only does flat rate. I get 50% commission and usually charge 300, but I feel like I got to step my game up. Yeah, that's tough, man. It's the Hoshizakis. If you get one that's not too dirty, it could take less time, and if you got one that's dirty, you're gonna be there for a long time. And there's different tools you can get for scrubbing on those things. Um, I like to get the garden hose in there if possible, though, for sure. Gotta love it when the top of the ice maker is at or above the ceiling. Oh, they're always up there. So you're on your 8 foot ladder, and then the lid's at the ceiling. Yeah, fun times. Gotta love it. Jerry Ayer, scale inhibitor. Yep. Mike Reed, they're all dirty. Every one of them's filthy. I gotta get back on my game. I've had some good videos with some dirty ass ice makers. Oh, I go back and look at them sometimes, just laugh my ass off. HVACR SoCal Ice Wand works badass. Yeah. Hoshizaki free cycle is so long, so figure that in for your cleanings. Yep, I always like to watch it make 2 cycles before I leave, only because, man, in my younger career, I would get burned being in a rush because you'd have so many work orders. I really, really learned early on from from all my recalls as a young dude to stay there and watch that damn ice maker make a few batches before you split. And a lot of times you'll catch stuff too. Be like, oh yeah, my dump valve's bleeding by now after I cleaned this ice maker because some scuzz got in my dump valve. You know, cleaned it, get it all back going. First batch, yeah, killer. I'm out of here. Later's. All right, let's watch. Second batch, it's all going down the drain because a piece of crud went in the dump valve. That used to happen a lot. Dave, you're a good man, great tech, an outstanding father, awesome musician, and epic writer. Thanks for sharing. Chris Cooley, thank you. The 2 cycle rule. See, Jerry Ayer is on the 2 cycle rule. That dude, see? That's how you do them. That's how you do it. The only ice machines I work on are ones that have 40 whiners tears in them. Dave K. I heard Philly's on flood watch Sunday from all the tears that might be coming. Philadelphia might flood out. They're under flood warning. Philadelphia under flood warning. Look at that over there. Did I get the right shoulder or the wrong shoulder? Oh, wrong shoulder. I was pointing at Bob Marley. There it is. Niners all day. Oh yeah. I got one here on the wall for Dave K from back in the day. From when my man Harbaugh was the coach. There it is. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. That's back when I had tickets at Candlestick. Oh, I saved all this crap. I've got them from the Giants and the Niners. I really didn't go to too many Warriors games. I was more of a football fan. But you used to go to the Oakland Coliseum when the Warriors sucked for so cheap. I think a weeknight you used to be able to go out there for like $11. You could still go to Giants baseball for $8. Sit up top. It's pretty good. Niner tickets are a joke. They're really expensive. But I did see, I'm sticking this back on the wall over here. I did see where a lot of people were selling off their season tickets at the end of the year this year, though. I thought I hate Cheesecake Factory for that reason. I hate that all scheduled cleanings for KM Metals, you got to drain the cleaner. Imagine managers never want to burn ice, but how do you drain the machine stacked on an ice machine? It's tough. You almost need to tell them that they need to clean the bin, so just you got to melt it all. We used to go in there with the garden hose and just melt everything. Then they're out of ice. And the smart ones, you line a trash can with a bag and fill it with ice. It's probably not the right thing to do, but you didn't hear me say it. And then they could put the ice back in the bin. You know, like a little transfer. Dave K., you must be one of those ice machines when forest fire season starts. They are so cold that even the fire runs away. Commander tickets start at $9. What, for football? Dude, that's killer. Oh, man. Oh, wait, getting another news alert. Philadelphia area, flood warnings. Sunday from 3 to 7 p.m. Possible floods. Dude, what's going to happen if the Niners score a couple touchdowns on you guys? Are they going to start fighting each other and then booing their own team in Philly? They got crazy fans out there. Our fans are mellow. And I don't know, after the last few years, we're so used to losing. I think it's, you get to the championship game, it with your third string quarterback, it's a deal. I'm stoked. I just hope they show up and play good. Oh man, wonder what kind of ice makers they got at the Philly stadium. I'm pretty sure Levi Stadium's Manitowoc's and True. They have True reach-ins. Brother Dave, your boys are not getting hot water at the hotel, just like the New York Giants. Oh, it's not going to be high scoring like everyone thinks, Mr. Green. No, it's probably going to be, yeah, like 21-20 or something. Let's hope for something like that, something crazy. But then again, you know what? Those two quarterbacks battled it out in college. Did you guys know that? So Hurts and Brock Purdy played in college, and it was an absolute shootout. And Purdy's coach had him go for the 2-point conversion at the end, and he got picked, and they lost by 1 point. And it was a high-scoring game, like in the 40s. It was Oklahoma versus Iowa State. And they did. They had a big old shootout in college. So that's pretty cool. Yep, they got Manitowoc's. Isn't Philadelphia the only stadium with the jail in the stadium? Wow, that's crazy. Sean Price is in, brother, long time. What's up, Sean? Big Hoss had 3 go bad this winter alone. What 3 did you have go bad, Big Hoss? I'm slow on the chat. Am I on Super HVAC Tech? Are you on TikTok? No TikTok for NorCal, but I am on Instagram. I wrote a song about Instagram. Check this one out. This was freaking one of my better songs. Let's see. Where's that one? Oh, it's up here at the top. It's a newer song. This was the Instagram song. Every one of you knows this too. Oh, the fan cycling peanut switch. They're terrible. Staring at the camel toe. You all zoomed in.
Staring at the camel toe. All you motherfuckers, you zoomed in.
You know, when your boy sends you the pic on Instagram, and you guys are like,
you all zoomed in.
You zoom in on it. That's the Instagram song.
Staring at the camel toe. All you motherfuckers, you zoomed in. Now your boy sent you that pic.
On the Instagram.
Big set of boobs and that big rear end.
Yep, that's the Instagram song. Frank Evans, what's up? Big Hoss, those peanut switches suck on the Manitowoc's. They just went for the cheapest ones they could get. Oh man. Mike HVAC, yo. Oxnard Shores likes that song. It's the truth, though. You know how it is. Everyone's sending you the pics on your Instagram. You got a big old set of cans, and then you zoom in on the camel toe. All of you do it. You're sitting there laughing at each other. Check this one out. All day long. That's why we don't get any work done. Use pen adjustable fan cycling switch instead of the peanut switch. Lasts forever. That's true. I know one place at Finland where they have drag racing events and bands. People's drinks bands out, and they use cell phones because the nearest police station is too far away. Replace 3 this year, Big Hoss. Oh, you done 3 this month. Wow, crazy. They don't have service valves on the condensers. Nope. Manitowoc wants you to use a pinch-off tool to change that if it's under warranty. And I got videos on there where I was just like, I always had terrible luck with the pinch-off tools. I just recover the charge. Cut it out, put the new one in. And that's just how I do it. How are parts available in commercial? I got parts at the parts house. I haven't really had to wait. I'm waiting for a Omnitemp coil right now. That had a long lead time. But other than that, I've been able to get gear. I had to wait 3 months for a heat exchanger. Wow. Dude, I think the Omnitemp, what was my lead time? 5 to 7 weeks? So 2 months. And that was a job I just got. I need to do that job. They're waiting for me. They are waiting for NorCal. Good. Oh, Hoshizaki. Yeah, you know what, Mike Reed? I forgot about the Hoshizaki parts. Yeah, they got a cluster going, big time. They had a problem with getting machines too. Big old lead time for Hoshizaki machines. I forgot about the Hoshizaki meltdown. That's right. Actually, that's exactly why the guy at the liquor store bought the Atosa. He bought an Atosa ice maker. I think I got a video fixing that, and he told me. He goes, "We bought this one because we couldn't get the other one." Yeah, smart. Yeah, genius. About a week at most to wait for parts on most basic. I will say carrier mini splits are 6 to 8 weeks out. Wow, 6 to 8 weeks. Heat exchanger parts are hard to come by. Oh, for the carrier stuff, Joe. Heat exchangers. Michigan heating guy's probably already on his 97th heat exchanger this season. Get the blue ice. It's a replica of a Hoshizaki unit. You told me that. You told me the blue ice ones. So the Atosas are the Manitowoc copies and the blue ice are the Hoshizaki copies. Do you know a good site where to buy Dixie Narco dispenser parts? I don't. I need a place that sells parts in Europe. I do not know. We have a local Hoshizaki parts house. They have a lot in stock, Mike B. No Manitowoc 410A compressors. Wow, interesting. The cool air, the little crappy cool airs. Will you be offering classes in the future? No, Frank Evans, I don't do classes. I'm just a goofy guy on YouTube that does HVAC. But the good Frank Evans, if you want to watch a good YouTube channel and learn a bunch, is AC Service Tech, Craig Migliano. And this is his new book. It's on Amazon or at acservicetech.com. It's not a commercial. I paid for this book. I'm just a big fan. His YouTube channel, they go over everything really well. Inverter, mini split operation, and service procedures. Ton of wealth in here. Ton of gear. And I think he co-wrote it with C&H, Cooper Hunter. I think some of the engineers had a bunch of input on that book, and it's really good. I'm only at page 58 because I'm a slow reader. Slow reader Dave. Carrier mini split parts are hard to get. Manitowoc R4 A units suck. I have a bunch of them out there that I serviced. They've actually been okay. The great NorCal Dave. For some good times. Oh, yeah. Rick is close to me here on the East Coast. Oh, man. Oh, that was the rim shot. Oh, the applause. Oh, check this out. Here's my newest jam, you guys. I didn't make a video for this one yet, but so far there's no words and it's just music. Check this out. This was the newest one. It's kind of guitar heavy. Comes the bridge. Yeah, that's the newest one. I'm still tinkering with it. Have I met other YouTubers at America or other countries? I've met some YouTubers from the United States. Yeah, I have. I sure have. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. Oh, thanks, Frank Evans. That's really nice. That's really nice. Needs more cowbell, Eddie. You know, at the second half, there's one break that has the cowbell in it for the 4 count. There is one cowbell in there. I did do it. I need to turn the volume up on it though. When I listen to the remix. If you're ever in Santa Barbara, we got to meet up and smoke a bowl and talk refrigeration. Flint stoned. Yep. let's see. Am I going to be going through Santa Barbara? I'm going to go down to the El Diablo runs for Cinco de Mayo. I don't know if I'm going 101 or if I'm going to book down I-5 after work. I got a friend's house I'm going to stay at, I think out there by West Covina area on Thursday night after work. And then Friday we're riding into Mexico in May. Maybe on the way back I could do the Santa Barbara run. There's good motorcycle riding all out in those hills in Santa Barbara. Really good roads. Good stuff. I've given up on H.V.A.C chill plates and Manitowoc and Samsung compressors, waiting over 8 months for both. Mike, where are you located at? That's crazy. Alexis Delgado, saludos. All right, been thinking about getting that mini split book, Mike HVAC. Mike, it's hey, we never quit learning, right? In this trade, and I was talking earlier about this thing's giving me a bunch of knowledge on how all this stuff works, and it's well put together. It's a well built book. Like here's a page going over some of the PCB boards and stuff. Let's see if you guys can see that. And it's on Amazon. It's on acservicetech.com. It's $99. And the more we learn about stuff, the better. Although I was cracking up earlier, though, I was talking about this Fujitsu I was working on with my big hands. You know, I had to change the PCB board out. With all the storms, we've lost a bunch of boards. Lost a bunch of boards on Daikin units, too. You gotta have surge protection on these things. Mandatory, even on the big three-phase units. And it's just tedious taking everything apart, and the boards are upside down because they got the heat sink down in the airstream for the condenser fans. And different brands do different things. Like the aircon units I sell, that brand aircon, I sell a lot of those for my private jobs. And they're inexpensive and they're easy to work on the way the layout is. The Fujitsu is built so well, and there's so much plastic to get off, and then you got to get certain wires off, I found, to be able to flip the board over to get the old board out. Very time consuming. Very time consuming. Craig's got good videos. He sure does. I've given up on the Max-Troll gas valves on order since June. Wow. Oh, Mike Reed's out in Houston. Houston is where they make all the Daikin gear. I went to that Daikin training, and they showed that factory out there in Houston. It's huge. It's more funny if they teach things and start to show do not do this at first, then do this way instead. Manitowoc is using Samsung compressors in their 410A units. The heat kills them in 3 years. Oh, that's good to know. So the cool air. Yep, stay away from those cool air units. Wow, that's the same compressors. Those are the same compressors they have in these almost, but these are the inverter models. But yeah. Brother Dave got to run. I hope you have a good night. Best of luck Sunday. Fly Eagles fly. Bleed green. No. Hey man, good luck on Sunday, Dave K. It's a noon kickoff on the West Coast. Flood warnings in Philly. 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday. From all those green bird tears. Might flood that place. Yeah. Oh, dude, you guys can't lose to a third string rookie quarterback. Oh, Lord have mercy. They'll lose their minds in Philadelphia. Tsunami hitting the Bay Area too. That was a good comeback, dude. Oh man. Oh, that's a good one. Oh man. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, I've been on here. You know, it's probably a good time to check out. I think I'm out of materials for tonight. Yeah, cheers, Dave. We'll wrap it up. I haven't done a live stream in a long time. I haven't put out much videos lately. I've been so damn busy. I'll try and film some stuff tomorrow and get a video out this weekend or early next week. I got a bunch of jobs I got to do this weekend. Have some beer and steak night. Get one inverter, your hands and run old piece of shit AC compressor at 400 hertz. Let it run and wait until it poops, like Aussie 50 did. Keep them coming. That's what we installed in the shop. Later is always a good time. The live streams. Hey Dave, have you lost weight? Did you catch the germ while in San Francisco? Yeah, I lost some weight. I quit drinking and trying to eat better. And I think I've lost over 30 something pounds. Yeah. Trying to keep it off. Keep the videos coming. Thanks for all you do. Your company seems to be okay with you doing work on your own. Yeah, so I work at a university, and so there's no conflict of interest, and I have NorCal Refrigeration is a legitimate business. And so everything's on the up and up. Super HVAC tech, Fujitsu. Fujitsu you, Fujitsu me. All right, you guys, let's take it out. Let's see if we can find the Super Tech song. That's always a fun one. I'll try and man, if I would do more live streams, but it's so hard for me to like pick a day and a time because I'm in the same boat as you guys. We just never know when we're gonna work. Like, yeah, you go, oh yeah, Friday's at 5 Pacific. But then 5 Pacific on a Friday is gonna come and I'm out wrenching on something, you know? It's just, man, you guys know. You guys know how it is. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh yeah, let me give a huge thanks out to everybody that's bought me a cup of coffee through the videos, for all the super chats, super stickers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Smash that like button. Help the algorithm out. Help a brother out. And we will catch you on the next one. Thank you.
Never cost export. He's got the biggest SATA gauges hanging in his van. He never has to use them calibrated hands. Dispatch sends him all a no heat call. He got to diagnose before he gets to the dome, cause he's a super tech. Yeah, super tech.